Hey guys, hope all is well. This is John from EB3.work, and I wanted to take the time to answer some questions, some frequently asked questions that we get, and kind of go in a little more detail in explaining them. On our website, EB3.work, if you just click on the FAQ tab, and you'll see we have frequently asked questions for different categories. So we'll kind of do a general green card one today. What is a green card? It's an identification card that proves that you're a permanent resident of the U.S., permanent resident. And some benefits include being able to live and work permanently in the U.S., being able to travel in and out of the country, and eventually being able to apply for citizenship. We get a question often, can you bring your family to the U.S. with a green card? Yes, you can bring your spouse, and any unmarried children under 21 can apply for a green card at the same time. Each applicant gets their green card. So when you get your green card, your spouse gets his or her green card, and your children get their green cards at the same time. When my kids turn 21, can they apply for a green card? That's kind of not so much a yes or no question. If they're 21 already, then they're considered an adult and no longer a child, so they'll have to go through the process on their own. If they're part of your application before they turn 21, it's possible that they can still be included on your application. Question, if I have a green card, do I still need to renew it? The answer is yes. You'll need to renew your green card every 10 years. If you apply for citizenship, which you're likely eligible for after about 5 years, then you will not need to renew your green card because you'll be a citizen. What happens if my green card expires? Well, if your green card expires, you'll lose your permanent resident status, and you may be removed or deported from the U.S. So it is critically important that you keep your green card status current and don't let it expire if that's your intent. What are some common mistakes people make when applying for a green card? Some common mistakes people make include not consulting with an experienced immigration attorney, not being honest on their application, i.e. providing false information, and not correctly following the instructions. And question, what are the requirements for the green card? The requirements are usually different. It depends on the employer and the position. So the employer is the one that dictates what the minimum requirements are for an EB-3 position. For example, there could be, if it's a dishwasher at a restaurant, there could be no minimum education and no minimum experience required. If it is a teacher, for example, then there could be a bachelor degree in education required and a state teaching license required. So it depends on the employer's minimum requirements. A common question we get, what if I've been denied an F1 visa in the past? Will that prevent me from getting the EB-3 green card? The F1 is a student visa, and the answer is no. A denial of a non-immigrant visa does not prevent you from getting approved for a green card. Another popular question, what is the Visa Bulletin? The Visa Bulletin, which you can find by just Googling Visa Bulletin and going to Visa Bulletin. That's what it looks like. You have the current month and then the following month. The Visa Bulletin is a monthly publication, comes out every month, that provides updates on the availability of immigrant visas. The Bulletin includes a list of priority dates for each category of immigrant visa, which determines when a person can apply for a visa or adjust their status, if they're in the U.S., to that of a legal permanent resident. For EB-3 applicants, their priority date is the date that their perm labor certification is filed. And the way that you read it is, you can go to July, for example. Scroll down. The first section is for family-based petitions. Keep going down to employment-based. Most EB-3 cases are in the other worker category. And so if your perm petition was filed prior to January 1st, 2020, then you can apply for adjustment of status or be scheduled for your DS-260 interview at the U.S. consulate in your country. That is how the Visa Bulletin works. What is adjustment of status? Adjustment of status is the process where foreign nationals are in the U.S. where they can apply for a change of status from their temporary visa to permanent resident status. So it's adjusting from temporary to permanent status. And finally, we'll kind of wrap it up. I wanted to keep this relatively short, but what jobs fall under the EB-3 visa? So the EB-3 is divided up into 3 subcategories. Number 1 is skilled workers, and that's defined when the minimum requirements for the position require at least 2 years of experience. Professionals, and professionals are defined as if the position requires at least a bachelor degree in a specific field. And finally, other workers. This category is where the requirements for the position are less than 2 years of work experience. So I hope this helps. This is kind of a general overview of green card frequently asked questions. I will release more videos talking about more questions. If you have anything specific, please leave it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and like. That helps the algorithm. And thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video.